Hello everyone, it's Janice here. I am so happy to finally be able to share a project from Diemond Dies with y'all. I've had it ready for about a week now, but with everything that's been going on, with my sister and all, I've not had the chance to get a video made. I was thinking I might do a separate video to do an update about my sister, if anyone is interested in that. So, alright, let me get on with this. What I've done is I've made a mini album out of the mason jar canning die. And this is a really big die, as y'all probably know by now. I think it's 7 by 4 1/4, I believe. Let me check that. No, it's, yes, 4 1/4 by 7. Got that right. And I'm going to tell you, this is a fun die to play with, y'all. If you haven't gotten this one yet, you really want it. You can do so much more than just, use it for a mini album. You can make tags with it. Just so much more. Use it, by itself even. Okay, and then I used the smaller canning mason jar as well. And this one measures, oh, let's see, about 2, maybe 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. A lot of fun. I also used the Labels 1 nesting die. In my opinion, if you get this one, you need this one, because to make labels for that jar, it's just lovely. I really love this one. I had a Spellbinders die that I could have used, but Dee went ahead and sent me this one to use, and I so thank you, Dee. The shape of this label is, just a really good shape for the jar. So, alright, and I also used the Fancy Flowers set to create some flowers. I used the Mini Must-Haves set, and let's see, I used the smaller flower to create some little millinery flowers, and then I used a couple of the butterflies. I used the fern leaf die, and I used the realistic rose die to create a flower, and then I used the Nature's Flourish. Okay, those are all the dies that I used. And then I used this Vintage Country paper stack by Recollections. I ran through this on a previous video. I think it's a haul video plus it was a reminder and haul video that I went through that one. I used some of these trims that we got at Michael's. I used one of these flowers by Recollections, little burlap flowers. And I used several flatback pearls from Hobby Lobby. And I used a Recollections leaf from that pack. And then the lettering that I used in my album was from this Making Memories rub-ons set. Okay, and here's my mini, and I created a recipe book, is what I've done. And I forgot to mention that I did create this bow with a Tim Holtz die. I just had to use this bow on here, so I thought it was so cute. I cut, let's see, I cut the labels, okay, I started out by cutting out my jars, the jar with this die, and I used chipboard from cereal boxes. All the chipboard that I used on this is, recycled cereal boxes. I love the weight of that chipboard because these dies cut it beautifully. For the lid and the labels, what I've done, well, to cut that lid out, I didn't cut the whole jar again, you know, and then cut it across. What I did is I just took a strip of the chipboard and laid it across right here and ran it through the machine, you know, instead of cutting the whole thing again, you know, and then cutting that off. So, you know what I mean. And then to get the look of the lid and label, I painted them with this Tim Holtz Distress Crackle Paint, Picket Fence, and it crackled beautifully. See if I can get it to focus in on that for you. If you can see that, the crackling, it really came out good. Really nice. And then I used 3 different distress inks to go around the edges. First I started out with the frayed burlap, and then the vintage, I went really far in, you know, further in with the frayed burlap. And then I used the vintage photo just around the edges, and then I used walnut stain on the very edge of the chipboard to get that look. And here's where I used the trim, eyelet trim, and that came from Lavish Laces. I don't know if I mentioned that. And then these are some, just the Recollections halfback pearls. Here's the little butterfly that I created, and it's dimensional. Here's the Fancy Flourish. Then the fern leaf. And here's that leaf from Recollections. And then here's the Realistic Rose die. And I just created a flatter. I didn't make a rose. I just made it's a dimensional flower, but just not a rose. Okay, and then here's where I used the Fancy Flower die and created that flower. And then here's the smaller little millinery flowers that I made with the mini must-have set. Love that die. And then here is that Recollections flower, burlap flower. And then over here I've just used several of those trims from the package at Michael's, this one, and then I've got some the Tim Holtz crinkle ribbon and some seam binding from, I think that's from Wild Orchid Crafts. Yes, it is. And then I punched my hose and binded it with my Zutter Bind-It-All. Used the white wires. And then this is a Tim Holtz bauble hung on there with a just with a garment pin, and I gessoed the garment pin. Okay. And here on the inside is where I have used the smaller jar die, and I just created some little tags to write in, you know how to make the cards or tags with the dies by just folding your paper and then laying it right on the inside of where it cuts so that you can open it up. And I created pockets on the front, back cover, and on the divider pages, on the backs of the divider pages. And I have a pocket and a belly band there. I don't know if I mentioned this right here is actual burlap that was in that paper pad. And then this one is too. And I just created several of the little tags. And this here is a cutout from the pad. And then I just created, like I said, some divider pages, and I tied off each one of them with some of the twine. Okay, and this is the labels die. Then I made, another pocket here, and then just did some more of the tags and have them stuck down in it. And I did a belly band across there as well. And then I took a package of notebook paper to create pages to write, recipes on. And then I've just done that all the way through. That was main dishes, side dishes. And then on this belly band, I made it just a bit wider, and I used a Martha Stewart punch to create the edge. Then I have desserts. And then here's a pocket page with a couple more of the tags. This time I just made single tags, and I can write on the backs of them. So, and then I have a miscellaneous section. Couple more tags, more paper. And whenever I cut the notebook paper, I cut 5 sheets at one time with that die with no problem. And then on this, this is the back, and I just created a little side pocket here to stick a couple more tags in, and this time I had them open like this. Okay? Alright, well, I am so glad to finally get this up. The back is the actual burlap paper. I really enjoyed making this mini. I love the dies, and so I can't wait to get started on another one. Y'all be sure to get over to Diemond Dies and check out some of the wonderful dies. This one is actually from the new release. She's always coming out with new ones, so you sure want to get over there and check it out. Dee always has a monthly giveaway. It's called Make It with Diemond Dies. All you do is use, one or more of your dies to on your projects, and you have a chance to win, and do a video, of course, and let her know, and you have a chance to win a $15 gift certificate to Diemond Dies, and so that's just great. If you go over there and purchase anything at Diemond Dies, be sure and use my coupon code. It's called Thanks Janice, all small letters, one word, and you can save 10% off of your whole purchase, and if you order $35 or more, you get free shipping. So, alright y'all, thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye for now.